everybody, Beth from Beth Photography here. I wanted to share a full-length video of a newborn puppy session. Hopefully you'll find it helpful and you'll pick up some tricks along the way. I will be commenting throughout the video, but if you do have any questions, feel free to post your comments or message me. Right now I'm just sorting out my bean bags. I actually made those out of an old fleece sweater that I had. I cut them up into little pockets and fill them with dried beans. They're really helpful for propping up your subjects and securing them in different positions. The pet training pads are super helpful in protecting your props from accidents. I'll put them on top of areas where I want to keep safe from little puppy accidents, or I'll actually wrap the puppies in them before I wrap them in my external wraps. That way, if there are any accidents, they're all caught in the puppy pads and we don't have to worry about it. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I am melting in my t-shirt, and my client is actually wearing a tank top, and this session was in the middle of Canadian winter, but the studio is actually crazy hot on purpose. We want to make sure that it's nice and warm in the studio space. So the average temperature we'd be looking at 75 to 85 Fahrenheit. To make it nice and warm and safe in there for them. So make sure you wear a tank top because it's going to get hot. Well, I'm using a gray vinyl backdrop from Savage. I've been using the paper backdrops here and there, but I found that I was going through a lot with the dogs and the pop rinse and them getting wrecked fall and spring with water and mud. So the vinyl really, they last longer and they're easy to clean, so I've been really enjoying using those. And for any of the fabrics or blankets, there's just blankets that I've accumulated over the years from different stores. You can find some pretty cheap stuff that will last you long, and anything that you buy, make sure it's machine washable because you're going to need to make sure you clean those. And any pieces of fabric, any expensive, typically expensive stuff like lace or velvet, I have a look at the fabric stores, and they usually have bins that are just pieces of fabric they can't sell, the scrap bins. And so you can find some really, really cheap fabrics that look really nice and are perfect for newborn sessions. So right now I'm just getting the puppy all wrapped up in what we call a taco wrap. And I don't know if you noticed there, I have a couple layers. I put the puppy pee pad and then I secure that with one of the other small linen wraps. And then I secure all of that with a stretchy wrap. So he's nice and toasty warm and snug and he can't go anywhere. And hopefully he'll fall asleep by the time I have the other backdrop set up ready for him. have a good backdrop set up and the puppy is cooperating, this is when I'm going to try different accessories and different props and have a little fun. As you've probably noticed, I like to keep all my little props and accessories nice and close so they're within arm's length. And my wraps, I like to organize them by color. Once they've all been washed, I sort them by tones and colors and keep them all together. That way, during a session, I don't have to look for anything. Everything is easily accessible. Even though it looks like I'm moving super fast right now, all my movements are gentle and slow. There really is no need to rush. It's not like your typical dog session where you have to move fast at capturing the animal's expressions and or movements. So take your time, pace yourself. Newborn sessions take a long time, but they're well worth the effort. A Along with the bean bags that I use for propping and securing my subjects, I also use small nursing pillows. They're super handy to have. You can find those in human baby sections in any big chain store. Newborn photography sessions is a very creative process for me. I love trying out different poses and different accessories. I'll usually plan out the session and have a couple ideas that I want to try out, and depending on how the puppies are, we'll execute those ideas first, and then I'll work around and add to the original ideas and see what we get. A full-length session usually takes between 3 to 4 hours. Just depends how many puppies you have to work with and how many setups you'd like to try. I'd say an average of half hour to 45 minutes per puppy should give you a good idea of how long your session should be. Being patient is an absolute must. Your subject might not want to play along, so change it up and try something different. You can always revisit that pose or that setup once the puppy has calmed down or they're a little bit more cooperative, or if you want, you can change up the puppy and choose a different puppy for your setup. Being flexible and accommodating in the creative process is important. Your clients might want you to use a specific accessory or prop during your session, and I think it's important for you to make some time in the session to incorporate those props for them. Well, I really hope this video was helpful. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to post them and I'll do my best to answer them. Alright guys, take care. Bye.